It's Tool Review Tuesday. So I came up with this little item right here. I don't know how it looks. In my mind, I thought it was going to turn out pretty cool, and I've spent some time on it trying to make like an outdoor work table or a table where I can feature some things in some videos. So this little section of my woods right here has this tree stump. It actually was a cluster of 4 gigantic ash trees, and some had fallen on their own. One I cut with my chainsaw. So now all I have left is this stump. And then I came across this top right here. That's a piece of silver maple. So this is my first video where I'm going to show my new tabletop design. So I'll zoom in a little bit and show you today's tool review. Alright, so this Dewalt tool right here is something that I've owned for several years. It's really quite, it's definitely paid for itself a number of times. Alright, so check this item out right here. This is a Dewalt laser level. Let me get the model number for you. I don't believe they make this anymore. I've seen some on eBay. DW071 Rotary laser. So if you see, like when you turn it on, those are the laser lights, and you turn it all the way, it spins. See if you can. I've done a lot of new construction homes using this laser level right here. The only thing, it's not self-leveling, which is a little bit of a pain, but for the price, I don't remember what I paid for it back in the day, but it's really pretty easy right here. You can see there's 2 level adjustments, and there's the bubbles on the side, and you just go around for a few minutes and you can level it pretty easy. So it has a hole right there so you can do vertical. It has a hole there where you can do it horizontal. So there's another upgraded model that Dewalt makes. I'm going to feature that as a link down below, and that's a self-leveling one. But I just want to say this Dewalt tool right here, I don't think I've really reviewed any Dewalt tools yet, but I have been so happy with this. And when I tested this for accuracy, the one way you can do is if you go to a large body of water, the water just runs level. Like, you know, water doesn't ever run, it seeks its own level. So if you put the level on one end and go like 100 feet to the other end, I found this to be very accurate. I haven't had to bring it in for any recalibrations. So before I've done any construction trying to figure out the height of the basement, this is something that I've brought along, met with the customer, met with the excavator, and we've used this so many times figuring out what height we want the basement at. Especially if you're doing a walkout basement, you need to have a certain height so the grade slopes away from your walkout door, you know, so the water doesn't go back into the door and flood your basement. That wouldn't be good. So the accessory that I bought, I think I got this actually at Lowe's, the whole assembly. So I found this to be very accurate. I actually put a piece of tape and a piece of cardboard over that because that beeping is so intensely loud, kind of annoying. So as you can see right here, it has a wide gap and a narrow gap for how accurate you need to be. So if you see the back of it, there's a screen on the front side too. Right there's level. Okay. This is the LaserMark LD120 universal laser detector. So this works with all the different brands. It's not made specifically for the Dewalt. So I'm getting the laser out because I'm going to be doing some grading, bringing some dirt in. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so in the winter time and the springtime, sometimes when we get a little extra rain, like last year I had a lot of water, so sometimes I'm walking through ice, sometimes I'm having to wear like these slosh boots to get through. So what I plan to do is bring in some fill dirt to at least have it higher than the water. So approximately, and I want to have it crown up a little bit in the middle. So I have this area right here, it's probably about 20 feet across where I have another wood pile. Alright, so let me show you how quickly I can get this set up. Okay, so I have the laser level on, and about a foot off the ground right there, there's a little red line. I don't know if you can see it. That's about where the water comes up to in the springtime. So I want to make sure the fill dirt I bring is at least to that point, or maybe a little higher. Right there. Screw it down tight. Okay, so now anywhere I go, this will be the height. The bottom of this will be the height. So check this out. Okay, you go way over here. It's only about 1 inch off the ground, so it varies about 1 inch to about 10 inches to way over here. It's probably a little more like a foot. So this will be very helpful to get the dirt at the height that I need without wasting any and being very effective. And then I can get it all compacted down, so when the water does come, I'll have some dry land to come get my firewood. All right, so we're gonna go to my workbench now and take one last close look at the details of this. All right, so welcome to the work corner of my garage. As I was walking in from the woods in here with the equipment, I was thinking a little bit more of the purpose of this video. It's really not so much of a tutorial on how to use a laser level. It's a little bit more of a testimony to this exact Dewalt product right here and the benefits that I've received from it. As I think back to when I purchased this, I'm gonna guess I probably had somewhere between $300 and $400 into the Dewalt laser level. The stand, this was separate, this tripod, the measuring stick was separate, and that laser receiver. So I want to just take a minute to show you some of the projects that I've done with this laser level. This was kind of like the start of the project. This is the tool that came out and figured out the height of the basement. So right now I do have it level, and since it's a little, let me turn the lights down a little bit. There, if you, oh, that's on my chin. All right, so yeah, you can see that line right there. So if you're doing some work inside, actually I've done some suspended ceilings with this, and they do sell some brackets that you can buy that you can mount them on your wall. And this will sit on it, but I pretty much built my own out of some scrap wood laying around. There's a bump button, so if you push that, puts a little red light on, so in case somebody were to bump this, see it stops. So that way you're not like getting it an angle like that. So that's a nice safety feature. And there have been a few times like you get a big gust of wind or something that could stop. One of the other projects that I've done with this numerous times, I've buried the sump pump drain to like a French drain. But to keep that pipe from having a low spot and going back uphill again, this right here is something that I've done to make sure the trench, if it's a little bit low in one spot, so I'll throw a little dirt in there so the pipe will continuously drain downhill. So there's so many different applications I can think of for using this. If there's something that I haven't mentioned that you would use it for, please let me know. So I definitely have to say the Dewalt laser levels do an awesome job. I'm putting a link down to the next model up from this, the more recent model. Please check that down below. It's the Amazon link. And as you'll see, it has like a really high rating on it. So if you find this video review interesting or informative, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time. All right, so if you like this video, I think you might like a few other videos over there to the right. So please click on those. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that button down below. And if you want to see what I'm up to throughout the week, please connect with me on Twitter and Instagram. All right, friends, enjoy.